Gee.
Now, that's enough, Rowan. Even if you have won 7,000 of the pools and given you notice.
Fiancé's privilege, Sarge.
Well, when did this happen?
This afternoon.
Quite a day, eh? Congratulations.
Now then.
Sergeant's privileged son.
Evening, Sergeant Bang.
Good evening, sir.
Evening.
You'll find Inspector Bryant in the charge room, sir.
How's his liver tonight?
Horrible, sir. Really horrible.
Chief 1 soiled, matches book 1 used, half crowns 10, 15, 20. Make a note of it at the time being, Johnson. Oh, it's you, sir. I was giving you up.
Yeah, we had to make a detour here. Radio call. Johnson.
Evening.
What are you doing here, Jerome?
Ask them. I haven't been charged yet.
It's not Clark you've been called to see, sir. Prisoner in the cells doing our own drunkenness. And don't you come the innocent either. You've been arrested on suspicion of being in possession of stolen property. And you're being held here for questioning. Get the jailer, Johnson. Save time if the doctor sees Murphy in his cell. Here, you, sit down over there.
Serious trouble?
You got 20 half crowns on him. Caught running away from a cigarette machine that's been broken into. Claims he was giving chase to the real culprit. Johnson caught him. Bit dim up here, but quick on his feet, Johnson.
Yeah. Have you got any witnesses?
We shan't need any. As soon as the machine brought in, we'll get the CID to check the fingerprints, then we'll charge him.
Looks as though it's here already.
Oh, good work, Price. Put it over there on the typing table. Put a label round it, Exhibit A. Then ring up the CID, get them down here, they'll check with the shopkeeper.
Right, sir. The jailer's here, sir.
All right, open up, will you? Keep an eye on that boy, Johnson. Come along, Doctor.
What's the boy's side of it?
Says he won the money to the dogs. Soon break that down.
Yes. You put him away last time, didn't you?
Caught him fair and square.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. How long's he been out?
2 weeks.
Well, Borstal doesn't seem to have done him much good then, does he?
Maybe he needs a sharper lesson.
He's been kicked around a good deal, you know. His parents don't help any.
What am I supposed to do, play probation officer? Come along, Murphy. Sit up. Shut up, will you? Come on, sit up.
Heavens, eh? That was a very short night. Look at the Inspector. Will you put me down at the bottom of the list so that his honour and me can meet each other with the same degree of composure?
Come on, Murphy. Pull yourself together. This is the doctor to examine you.
Huh? Hey. I'm glad to make your acquaintance, Doctor. Yeah. You'll pardon me, Doctor, not getting to me feet, but I seem to have lost the power of me legs. Temporarily, of course.
Mm-hmm.
What now would you want to examine me for, Doctor? Huh?
When charged with being drunk and incapable at midnight, you denied the charge and asked to see a doctor. This is the doctor called by the police.
Mr. Murphy, do you...
Mr. Murphy, you're a man of breeding. Did you hear that, Inspector? Did you hear what the gentleman called me? Mr. Murphy, Mr. Murphy! That's the title one gentleman gives to another. I'm eternal grateful to you, sir.
So you deny being drunk, do you, Mr. Murphy?
Why should I deny it, Doctor? When it's plain as a pikestaff for the world and its wives to see. I'm as drunk, Doctor, as a fiddler's dog.
Yes.
Confidentially, of course, between you and me.
Then why the devil did you deny the charge?
Because of the tone you took. It's one thing to be unsympathetic and quite another to be uncivil. Besides, how was I to know you were going to take me seriously? 'Tisn't me you should be raising your voice to, but yourself, for your own stupidity.
Do you want to be examined by the doctor or not?
Indeed I do. Why should I want that? The decent man has more to do than bar with that drunken old Amadon likes of me.
The doctor's fee of 30 shillings will be exacted from you in the court tomorrow morning.
If I had it, Inspector, I'd give it to him with a heart and a half. That's what I would do for the decent man that he is. And, Inspector, maybe you'll see that I'm not disturbed again till I meet his worship in the morning. Will you see that?
Yeah.
Good night, Inspector.
Good night, Mr. Murphy.
Good night, Doctor. May God bless you.
And God bless you, too.
Amen to that, Doctor. Amen to that. Hurrah for the men of the West when Ireland was broken.
Night certificate be all right for you, sir? You're putting in for a special fee.
I think in the circumstances, a certificate's okay.
Must be nice to earn money that easy.
Hey, really mustn't take it out on me because the prisoner's made a fool of you, you know.
Any news from the CID?
No, sir. They're all out on that cinema job at the moment.
Yeah, I want to see more doctor.
You don't need a doctor.
Any person detained at a police station shall have the right to summon his doctor or his lawyer on his own behalf. Such a request shall not be unreasonably withheld.
Well, going by the book now, are we?
He's right, you know.
All right, Clark, the doctor's here. If he consents, you can see him.
Yes, fine.
But let's get on with it, shall we?
I'd like a private consultation, please.
Stand by the door, Johnson. You can have 5 minutes.
Thank you very much, Inspector. Well?
Oh, look, give us a break, Doctor. You know he's gunning for me.
Did you do it?
No, of course not. But that's not going to make no difference to him, though. He'll manage to pin it on me. Unless you was to say that I wasn't responsible for my actions. I'd had a blackout or something. Then I'd be okay.
Look, you're as responsible for your actions as I am.
Oh, well, that's not what the head shrinker said when they sent me out for Borstal. Starved of parental affection, he said. Honest, he did.
Yeah. Yeah, well, if you didn't do it, I can't see what you're worrying about.
I tell you, he's out to get me.
Well, the fingerprints don't match up. You're in the clear.
Oh, he can see they do, can't he?
Well, why should he?
Oh, you don't know him.
All right. If you didn't pinch the money, how'd you come by?
I won it at the dogs.
Which train?
White City.
What's your bag?
Collins Folly.
Which race was that, then?
The 8:45.
All right, so look.
You're not just going to let them send me down, are you?
I can't get you out of this mess, Jim. When it's over, if you want any help, you can always come and see me.
Sorry, it started to slide like Exhibit A. Oh, Lord. I'm very sorry, sir. I just didn't
It was
realize...
my fault, sir. We were fooling around and I
You
made
see how you feel like fooling around in the morning?
Yes, sir.
When you're out before the chief?
Yes, sir.
And don't stand there like a blasted idiot saying yes, sir.
I don't think he's quite himself, sir. He just won the pools and got engaged to Collins. They're both given in their notice.
Well, until they're accepted, you're still under discipline. Get back to your duty, Rowan.
Yes, sir.
As for you, Collins, you may be a woman, but you're still a policeman. Now get this mess cleared up right away.
Yes, I'm very sorry, sir.
Got an evening paper, Sergeant?
Right here, sir.
Right. Now come along, Doctor. Let's see how this innocent little pal of yours makes out.
Right.
Well, now, what track was it you were on, Clark?
White City.
Perhaps you'd like to tell me the dogs you backed.
Yeah. Well, I didn't get there all late, see? I started off with 2 bob on My Beloved at
My
2.
beloved, 2 bob at 2.
Then I put the lot on Royal Princess in the 8:45 for evens.
Your princess. Okay.
I missed the next because it was odds on. I never like to lay out more than I can win. Did Nick's Delight at 2s for 12 bob.
Next delight.
Then I come home, see?
12 bob. Right. Now, twice 12's 24. Add your share, 36. How about the other 14 bob?
Oh, and tote prices, they're different, see?
You still got 6 bob more than you accounted for.
I took 10 bob with me. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Paid 4 to get in. That'd be the other 6, wouldn't it?
Well, Clark, under the circumstances, I've no alternative but to let you go. For the time being.
Told you I wouldn't be able to make it stick this time, didn't I?
Give him back his personal property.
Should I get the area car around for you, sir?
Oh, no, thanks. It's a fine night. I'll walk. You got my paper, Jim? You and I are going to have a little talk, aren't we?
Yeah, that'd be nice. One of these days.
Hi, Inspector Brandt.
Aye. Good night, sir. Letting him up a bit light, aren't you, sir?
Let the CID get on with it. We can always pull him in again, can't we?
Well, that's for the tea and the sandwiches. And could you change these coppers for me?
How much, Dad?
The shillings worth.
Oh, right,
Would you?
right.
Thank you very much. You're very nice.
Much of all, Dad, is it?
Oh, it's all right. Do me. I can manage it, right?
Poor old Santa. Couldn't say he was making a mint on a fiddle, could you?
Not like some people.
Nah, then. A cup of splosh, mate. Oh, dear. Oh, it's you, Doc.
Give me that cup of tea, please, Bill.
Fancy meeting you again. Share what, then?
The joke. Take for both of them. Right, Doc.
Here. There's no need to do that.
I know. Why don't you come and sit down? Sugar?
Tom.
Well, what was so funny?
It was just them coppers' faces when I trotted out the winners. Oh, that was the right giggle, that was, wasn't it? You got to admit it was the right giggle. Well, you don't have to agree. I thought it was a giggle anyhow. I shook that old so-and-so inspector, didn't I?
Cigarette?
Yeah, have one of mine. Ah, go on, have one of mine.
Oh, yeah, thanks very much.
Fancy you coming in here then, eh?
Well, it's nice and handy, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Andy, all right.
Thank you.
Dreadful smell of coppers in here sometimes, though. Just wouldn't have thought it was your style, that's all. Not really.
What are you going to do about that money you stole?
Yeah. Well, you want to watch what you're saying, you do. You heard the inspector, didn't you? He couldn't prove nothing, could he? What then? What do you want to go stirring it all up again for?
He didn't know about the newspaper, though, did he?
Well, why don't you go and tell him then? Go on, tell him.
You're a pretty silly clot, aren't you?
Oh, tar very much. Well, that's the end of that little conversation then, isn't it?
Yes, if you want to play it that way, yes. You know, what puzzles me about you is that you don't have to be dim. Oh, Tim, I'm just a bit older than you.
Ah,
Don't you
no
think-
sermons, please. There, but for the grace of God and all that lot. I had enough of them in Borstal.
Yes, I can imagine.
There was one bloke there. Called himself a psychiatric social worker or some such nonsense. Never mind that. I took a real shine to him. I really opened out to this geezer. This was later. In the death, it turns out he's writing a book. Trying to land himself a load of guilt. A lousy book. And all along I thought he was... Oh, you can't trust none of them, can you? And you're no different either. Oh, yeah. I've had a lot of do-gooder at me one way and the other. All trying to kid me up just like you are. Well, you never see. You and people like you. You just sit there, don't you? Waiting for the plums to drop into your lap. Well, they don't drop our way. And they never have done.
You could always work for them, you know.
Oh, yeah. Like him. Yeah, I bet he's worked all his life, hasn't he? Never gone bent on nothing. And where's it got him? When the law lets him alone, he can tramp up and down playing his flipping fiddle for the price of a cup of coffee. Oh, he's a marvellous advertisement for your way of thinking, isn't he?
Well, look, he's been unlucky.
Unlucky. Stupid, more like. I expect someone dished him the old moody about virtue having its own rewards. Well, he's got them, hasn't he? He's got them. You think I intend to wind up like that? Well, you've got another thing coming, you have. Yeah. Do you know why I nicked that money tonight?
Yes, I think so.
You do?
Yeah, you thought there'd be a good deal more there than there was.
Oh, you're psychic, you are.
In fact, you thought there'd be enough to buy a motorbike.
How did you know that?
Oh, it's not very difficult to work out. You got put away last time, didn't you, for taking and riding away other people's? This time, you thought you'd go one better. You thought you'd pinch the money to buy one. Now, look, Jim, I've got a suggestion to make to you.
Oh, I know. Go to work and save your money. And you just might have enough to put the down payment on a bike of your very own by the time you're 40.
Well, there's some very good jobs about them.
Oh, get lost.
You could earn enough in a matter of months to buy a bike.
Listen, any fool can work for a living. But to make money, you've got to be clever. Now, you take Joe Barton. Look what he's got.
Just a criminal psychopath. He can't help it.
Well, if he can't help it, you didn't ought to go blaming him then, did you? No, he's dead clever. Look what he's got. Big car, trim bird, decent clubber, all that jazz. Ah, well, so he is, whatever you said he is. But he'd never have got all what he's got now if he'd gone straight, would he?
Probably not.
Well, then he's not stupid then, is he?
Well, he's... how old? 24? He's already had 6 years inside. Next time, doesn't matter what it is, he'll go down for another 4. That makes 10 years in the nick. If he goes on at the rate he's going on, one of these days he's going to stay there. Well, I wouldn't call that clever, would you?
Well, you can't expect me to change my ways on account of what may never happen. Well, can you?
I understand you've got a job for me, sir.
That's right. They're fooling the suspect for breaking into that thing. Had a bit of an accident, destroyed the fingerprint evidence.
Did he have the money?
For the money, Johnson?
No, sir. I gave it back to him. I thought you said...
I said his personal property. All right, I'll deal with you later.
I suppose now you want us to turn up some witnesses.
The only chance we've got.
Well, sure you can lay your hands on the boy if we do get anything on him.
Of course.
All right. We'll do the best we can.
No, I know what I'm doing all right. You don't get nothing for no one these days, not unless you take it.
What it be? Scratch you around.
Need a card in.
Come on, set him up. Fetch that ball out from under the counter. What's that? God, did you hear that? He ain't got a license. Good mind to take our customers elsewhere, haven't we?
That's right.
Yeah, well, we'll overlook it this time. 3 teas, mate. Make it snappy. Here. Do you mind? So. Slapping up the place a bit, ain't you, old love?
Well, couldn't you take another chair?
Just do as you're told. We can all get some sleep, eh?
Do you have to put your feet on the chairs?
No, then don't get saucy.
Oh, no.
Bit slow on your place, there, ain't you?
Come
That's
on,
what you're
look,
after,
look,
isn't
look.
it? Yeah. Nick had it then, didn't you?
Now then, pack it up.
Want a joint wreck, do you?
Hang on, Julie, please, you'll break it. No.
Oh, keep it break it. What you talking about? No, up. You talking to me?
That's right.
Well. Let's see you make us. Now pack it in.
Yeah. Come on, mate, up you get.
Oh, thank you.
Mate. Go on.
Thank you very much.
Now you watch it.
Thank you.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, what about your teas?
You're a funny guy, aren't you? Say one thing, do the other. What was the point of that little demonstration, then? Strictly to impress me?
That's right. Look, I'm not interested in impressing you.
What did you do it for?
For quitting these killing me,
Now,
will
look,
you?
I want to know. What did you do it for?
Ah, well, what I mean is, you've got to draw a line somewhere, ain't you?
Yes. Isn't that what we've been talking about all the evening?
No, look, I don't see that. Me knocking off a cigarette machine, well, that's one thing. But taking an old geezer's only way of making a living, well, that's another.
It's only a matter of degree. I mean, it's like you said, you've got to draw the line somewhere. I just think it's a good idea to draw it on the right side of the law, that's all. I mean, once you step over it, you've got no standards, have you?
Yeah, well, what am I supposed to do then?
Well, it's up to you. At least be consistent.
Oh, that's a great help, that is.
All right, try giving the money back.
Hey? Walk down to old Rose and say, here's the lolly I nicked just now. You're joking.
Well, send it then.
In an envelope with my fingerprints all over it. Oh, the inspector'd love that, wouldn't he? Besides, if it once got round I'd done a job and given the loot back, well, the lads would die laughing, wouldn't they?
Yes, they might.
Yeah, well, it's a bit airy-pairy.
All right, then. I'll give you a good practical reason. Look, the inspector's not going to let this drop, you know. I mean, suppose they dig up a witness. Giving the money back might do you a bit of good with the magistrate. Anyhow, then about you. I'm going to get some sleep.
Now, wait a minute. Look, what I mean is, I ain't said that I'd changed my ways or any of that stuff, have I?
That's what you do, Cal. It's not what you say.
And more. Say I was to decide to take a steady job. Just suppose it.
Yes.
Well, how would I go about it, like?
Well, you've read the racing page. Try having a look at situations vacant. Good night, Jim.
Ta-da, then.
That's him. Afraid so, sir.
Come on, son. We're taking you in again.
Just as I was responding to treatment and all.
What's that?
Never mind, mate. You just can't win, can you? Well, you better have this back then, eh?
Come on, son.